It's your man Supreme, and welcome back to the Real Rap Show. And this is episode 31 of the Real Rap Show, the story of E Money Bagz. Now, before we get this episode started, I would like to say thank you to everyone who has been tuning in to the show since day one. Everyone in the comments, all the new subscribers, and also everyone who has been giving me great feedback about the show. Now let's get this started. Now, originally from Brooklyn, Sumner Projects, Eric Smith, known to the streets as E Money Bagz, moved to Left Rack City, Queens to live with his grandmoms in the early 90s. Quickly adapting to the street life in Queens, his name began to circulate on the streets of Queens. Almost more than the dudes who was actually making noise and putting in work in Queens. E Money Bagz had reached that level, and a lot of real dudes in Queens, like I said, who was putting in that work, who was getting a lot of money, knew about E Money Bagz. Around that time in Left Rack also were rappers Capone and Noriega, who knows and has history with E Money Bagz. Also around that time in the 90s, a lot of Left Rack dudes was cool with the dudes from Queensbridge. Now, 90s in QB, you had of course the rapper Nas and Mobb Deep, who had QB on fire at that time. Now, E Money Bagz was a known stick-up kid, gangster type of dude, man. If you had it, he had it. That's what type of time E Money Bagz was on. Now, being in Left Rack and seeing the success of Capone and Noriega, E Money Bagz begins to hang out with the dudes from Queensbridge. Like I said, once again, who at that time, Mobb Deep, Nas, Infamous Mob. These were the guys who was getting money out of the rap game, who had came from the streets in QB. So at this time, E Money Bagz starts to hang around these dudes, and he's seeing the checks and the cars and the jewelry that these dudes is getting. So he's like, yo, maybe I should start rhyming too, because like I'm really out here living the life that y'all dudes is rapping about. So if anybody should be talking about that, it should be me. So he did. He began to do little freestyles, and before you know it, he was on freestyles with Nas. He had freestyles with Mobb Deep. A lot of Queens rappers that was making noise at that time was fucking with him just off the strength of he was a real dude in the street. We gonna get deep. Hit that like button now. If you know anything about E Money Bagz, tear those comments up. So now, not only does the streets know about E Money Bagz, but now the music industry and these big DJs also now know who E Money Bagz is. And they also know what he's known for on the streets. So having those kind of ties with those kind of rappers at that time who were at the top of the rap game kind of opens the doors a little bit for you, right? But E Money Bagz was still involved with the street life and still trying to do the music thing at the same time. But let me take y'all back a little bit. Jay-Z even knows who E Money Bagz is. Let me tell y'all about the situation that took place with Jay-Z and E Money Bagz. Before Rockefeller, Jay-Z was trying to get his freestyles and his songs in the hands of all these big DJs. Now remember I told y'all, E Money Bagz was now running with the dudes from Queens, and he knew all these big DJs from Queens, the Stretch Armstrong guys, all those dudes like that, the DJ Clues. E Money Bagz had access to these dudes, and Jay-Z would try to give E Money Bagz his music so E Money Bagz could give it to the DJs to put on their mixtapes or play on the radio. Now, as you're listening to this, you might say, how would Jay-Z know E Money Bagz that early in the game? Like I said, E Money Bagz is from Sumner Projects. Jay-Z is from Marcy Projects. These two projects are one block away from each other. And also, the person that introduced E Money Bagz to Jay-Z was the rapper Sauce Money. You might have heard Sauce Money on the song Face Off and numerous other freestyles with Jay-Z. Sauce Money is married to E Money Bagz' first cousin. Back in the days when E Money Bagz was still in Southern Projects, him and Jay-Z got into a little beef. Now I'm not sure what the beef was about or if E Money Bagz was a stick-up kid back then. From what I heard, he was. So the situation could have been about him not liking Jay-Z, or Jay-Z might have had some jewelry on that E Money Bagz might have wanted. But him and Jay-Z got into a little beef. The beef got deaded by Sauce Money because, like I said, Sauce Money was married to E Money Bagz' first cousin. He was cool with Jay-Z through the rap thing. So Sauce Money got the two together on the phone and deaded the Sauce Money got the two together on the phone and deaded the beef. Years later, Rockefeller Records is now a full-blown label. E Money Bagz is still running with the Queens dudes, Mobb Deep, Nas, those type of guys. But there was one night Jay-Z and his Rockefeller crew went up to Hot 97 and had a freestyle session live on the air. During that freestyle session on Hot 97, Jay-Z's protege, Memphis Bleek, introduced his new artist who went by the name of H Money Bagz. Funkmaster Flex had them rhyming over Queen's instrumentals. So at the time, while they were live on the air, E Money Bagz was with the rapper Prodigy from Mobb Deep. And E Money Bagz didn't like the fact that someone was using his name. And this person hadn't put in as much work as he did in the street. Also, he didn't like the fact that Jay-Z, who knew who he was, would allow someone to call themselves Money Bagz and not tell them, yo, I know someone with that name, you can't use that name. So E Money Bagz felt disrespected that Jay-Z, for one, didn't tell this dude you can't use that name, and number two, y'all are on the radio with this dude using my name rhyming over Queen's instrumentals. So E Money Bagz, who is now furious, decides, yo, I want to talk to this dude, like right now. So, but E Money Bagz knew that he didn't have the connections yet to call the radio station directly and get Funkmaster Flex on the phone to get Jay-Z on the phone. The only person that he knew at that time that he was with that had access to Hot 97's direct line was Prodigy. So what he did was he had Prodigy call the radio station's direct line. When Prodigy called, Funkmaster Flex answered the phone. When he heard Prodigy on the other line, everything is cool. So Prodigy says, yo, I want to talk to Jay. Put Jay on the phone. So Funkmaster Flex gives Jay-Z the phone, and when Jay-Z takes the phone, Prodigy gives his phone to E Money Bagz. E Money Bagz tells Jay-Z, yo, why you got your man up there using my name and y'all rapping over our beats, or whatever the case may be. There was a little dispute between Jay-Z and E Money Bagz on the phone. If I'm not mistaken, I think Jay-Z hung up on E Money Bagz. So with E Money Bagz being the type of dude that he is in the street, okay, now it's lit because this dude just banged it on me, and this is the same dude that was giving me his music years ago, trying to get me to help him. And he got his man up there using my name. So what E Money Bagz does, he's so tight that he calls Nas and tells Nas the situation, and he's on the phone with Nas, and he's like, yo, when I see your man Jay-Z, I'ma beat him up, it's on sight. So Nas is on the other end of the phone, like he don't know what's going on. So Nas is trying to calm E Money Bagz down, and he's like, yo, chill, relax, listen, let me call this dude and see what's going on. So Nas then calls Jay-Z and asks Jay-Z, yo, what's going on with you and E Money Bagz? And Jay-Z tells Nas, well, he just called the radio station flipping on me talking about I got somebody using his name or something like that. And Jay-Z said something that was kind of disrespectful that Nas thought was disrespectful. Jay-Z said, yo, we don't even make music for dudes like him. We make music for the dudes that's out here getting money. Basically saying that we not making music for the dudes that's running around out here trying to rob dudes and be stick-up kids. Like, we make music for the dudes that's in the clubs, driving the nice cars, getting money. Nas didn't like that when Jay-Z said that. So Nas then told Jay-Z, no, listen, we make music for everybody. We don't make music for just one separate type of people in the street. So now Jay-Z and Nas is on the phone with a little back and forth dispute. They end their phone call. Now Nas calls E Moneybags back and tells E Moneybags, I just got off the phone with fam and he says some shit like he don't even make music for dudes like you and he make music for dudes that get money. And E Moneybags was a dude that was in the streets getting money, that was a known dude. So when he found out that Jay said that to Nas, it made him even more mad. Also, Nas was kind of disrespected by it because it was like he was kind of disrespecting Queens dudes at the same time to a Queens dude about a Queens dude. Now, on Jay-Z's end, Jay-Z felt disrespected by Prodigy because Jay felt like, why would you call the radio station and ask for me, with me being at the top of the rap game right now, me being who I am, you call the radio station using your access to ask for me, to get me on the phone, and then you pass the phone to a notorious stick-up kid that I know, but I don't want to be on the phone.
Got the way it go.
You know what your problem is, baby boy? You need to stop sitting around here trying to blame everybody for your problem.
A notorious stick-up kid that I know, but I don't want to be on the phone with this dude. Like, me and this dude had a situation before. Yeah, you know, he might have tried to help Jay's career, but, you know, Jay probably felt like, yo, that dude ain't do really much for me, so I know who he is in the street, but I don't want to be talking to him on the phone. So Jay-Z and Nas actually had a little beef before Ether and Takeover. Ether and Takeover was just like the gasoline poured on a fire that had already started burning. The reason why Jay-Z put Prodigy on the Summer Jam screen was because once again, he felt disrespected by Prodigy calling the radio station and putting E Moneybags on the phone, basically saying he's the reason why me and this dude Nas even got beef right now. E Moneybags then went on a diss record spree and made numerous freestyles and songs dissing Jay-Z. Jay-Z never responded to it. Jay-Z and E Moneybags never saw each other face to face after that situation. There was another group of people who did not like E Moneybags and was very fond of who he was in the street. And those people were Irv Gotti and Ja Rule from Murder Inc. Records. Weeks later, E Moneybags wanted to get his hands on a luxury car. There was a girl by the name of Z who had all the connections with getting guys luxury cars at discount prices. This girl Z worked for Supreme, who was the leader of the notorious drug crew, the Supreme Team. E Moneybags